Good afternoon. Here's your tarot for the collective. I'm doing it a little bit differently today. I thought I'd pull a card for each one of the elemental zodiac signs and an overall energy card. So I have earth, air, fire, and water here, and then this is our overall energy card. What came out to me right away before I even get into it is the moon is in Capricorn and it's sextile with Venus. So I see 2 sixes. I feel a lot of Venus energy. And then this 4 of Wands here is Venus in Aries. And as we know, Mars is doing something today with Libra. There's a little bit of Mars and Venus energy that we've got going on here. So we're definitely feeling some of the transits that are occurring right now. Let's see. I feel like with the Lovers card, that would probably be a good place to start. We'll do our overall energy, and then I'll get into each of the elemental signs with their zodiacs. I feel like right away with this Lovers card, again, it's Venus here, speaking to us about our heart openings. These opening up to meaningful relationships, expanding into deep unions, and engaging in the energies of trust. So, we're faced with these choices. There, when we think about yesterday's reading, there was this energy of the future coming up and being at a crossroads, dealing with some duality energy and trying to find harmony. With Mars and Libra here, it's like we're looking for balance with our relationships, and those may be with friends and family and soulmates and kindred spirits and lovers. And this magnetism energy is coming into our lives. So we're on the edge of these beautiful connections and, intertwining ourselves, entangling ourselves, joining up, at maybe that crossroads is 2 paths converging into one. Maybe that was what that card was speaking of yesterday as well. And there are important choices that need to be made. If we look at the other cards, there's a lot of energy going on where, we're walking out of, some certain shadows, some certain energies of sadness and feeling alone. And we look at the 6 of Wands too, and that's saying like, it's time to celebrate. It's time to shine. It's time to bring light back into your life. This 4 of Wands is celebration. It is a portal. It is an opening to commitments and togetherness and revelry. And this strength card also is taming that element of you that perhaps was closed off and not wanting to see the joy and the hope and the optimism in making connections with people. And it's saying like, will you embrace this spiraling energy that is about to unwind between those connections and choose to shift into these deeper types of relationships? Falling deeply into that trust is something that requires a certain amount of strength, a certain amount of taming those inner demons that, there's vulnerability and honesty and desire and intimacy. And all of this is coming up from the shadows. It's giving you this sense of freedom to be able to, heal things and engage in these partnerships that are such beautiful gifts on your path of life. And, you do have to seek to give yourself fully without weakening that resolve and that strength and that confidence in yourself to remain whole at the same time. So again, that duality energy is probably that remembering that self-love is the key to balancing any types of duality in any type of relationships. And that's kind of what we're focusing on now. We're choosing to allow ourselves to fall into love, to fall into unity, to fall into these friendships, to understand that, we won't be in these times of sadness if we are able to, create healthy boundaries for ourselves. We're not giving away that power in those relationships. We're not losing ourselves as we make these beautiful connections. We're searching for this beautiful balance energy, this beautiful, this number 6 too is like a number of balance as well. Things are going to become aligned. You know, there's an equal give and take, and these relationships and these connections are something that are helping us grow and helping us bloom and blossom and feel joy and happiness and celebration. And, you know, this 1111 here, this Four of Wands, this portal into future commitments, into future connections, into future soulmate partnerships. Absolutely beautiful energy. So let's get into the Five of Cups. You know, again, this is earth, air, fire, and water here. So we'll start with earth. Let me move her a little bit closer so we can see. She's standing in this beautiful water, and her heart is allowing her to navigate towards the brighter energy of the future, this beautiful yellow here, this beautiful joy and optimism and hope. And she's trying to move on. She's trying to, look forward, but she's still looking with that disappointment of those three flowers that are floating away. You know, she's still looking to the side where she should be looking this way to these beautiful flowers that are growing here, or straight ahead to all that beautiful energy of a new horizon in the future there. And her regret is preventing her from moving on towards the other side of that lake. So, with the earth signs, it's kind of like you've got yourself stuck in this regret energy, this disappointment energy. And instead of looking for the silver lining and moving forward, you're kind of staying in that comfort zone of the sadness. You're kind of allowing it to envelop you, because it's like, this story has become a part of you, and it's so hard to let go. It's you've become jaded, and you're like, as earth signs often do, you're rooted deeply in this sadness. And, it's like now it's talking about how I feel like there's a lot going on with Neptune and Pisces too, because I see this water energy. So it's like kind of affecting things as well. And it's like there's this illusion, and it's gonna slowly start to be lifting away, and you may suddenly find yourself in the middle of this reality that is still painful. And you'll need to find those seeds of forgiveness. You'll need to find the ways to replenish that wounded heart and release yourself from anything around this situation, any types of guilt, and be able to adapt to that future that has changed. It's not an option. And instead of focusing on that loss and spiraling back into that water, we can rise up like the lotus flower that blooms out of that mud, and we can emerge, and we can allow our tender hearts to find that faith and that magic in the future again. Unhook your heart from those dreams of the past and give yourself permission to envision this bright energy of this future, these beautiful yellow flowers. Dismantle the grief and step back into your happiness again, and step back onto this path filled with beautiful hope and optimism here with these yellow flowers, and get into that confidence again within yourself that you can do this. And, forgive yourself for any choices that you may have made. Again, it's like this choice energy. You worked with what you had, and these things happen for a reason. You've learned from that experience, and now focus towards the future and make the choice to engage in healthy relationships, and to allow your heart to heal and engage in that self-love energy. And then we have the Six of Wands. So, we've got some fire energy for the fire signs. Absolutely beautiful with this hummingbird. And yeah, we're feeling a sense of freedom, those fire signs. And she's riding on this hummingbird. She's gotten to that place by attracting that beautiful bird with the colorful flower. She's having mastered so many skills. She's filled with this sense of pride and strength and accomplishment. And, others can see her and they're applauding her success, and she can go with her wherever she wants to go with that hummingbird on her journey. And, it's, again, with this energy of 6 in Venus, it's like she's finally feeling the love for herself and seeing that she's worthy of this success and being grateful that she is being seen. She's allowing all her colors to be shown out. She's becoming an influencer, engaging in optimism and inspiring others. So something you've been working towards is really finally coming to fruition. Perhaps this is something that you started back in the new moon here. And it's like saying, give yourself permission to bask in the glow of this accomplishment and see the community that's around you, and they see the progress that you've made, and it's time to celebrate that. Time to see your own radiance, time to accept success and then manifest more of it into your life. So step up and share your brilliance, because people are looking to you for the wisdom that you have gained. And, no one else in the world has your magic. And, the only person that you really truly have to impress is yourself. So, first of all, take time to appreciate all the work that you've done for yourself. And, don't compare yourself with others, because you are unique, but you have come so far and people can see that in you. And, those people that really understand you and get you will embrace this light that is pouring out of you, will embrace you for all of your beautiful colors and appreciate every single bit of you. Absolutely beautiful energy. And then we're going to go into the air signs with this 4 of Wands here. And this card is absolutely beautiful too. This card is like, again, it's like a card of celebration. And the wind just blew them all away as we're doing the air signs. This card is like, it's saying that perhaps there is a time for you to be again victorious. There's this beautiful couple that's dancing on top, and this is the symbol of a wedding. But this can be any type of commitment, any type of big milestone that is worthy of celebration as well. So, this card also 4 symbolizes stability and foundations, and this beautiful, again, the harmony energy. We've got this energy of harmony with Venus and Mars and Libra. It's like we're not fighting against things anymore. Where, again, with the air signs, it's like you're allowing yourself to feel lighter and freer, and to go with the flow of things, and to follow the breeze and see where it takes you. This couple is like, this is their joie de vivre. This atmosphere is bright and full of like so much happiness and joy and triumph over a difficult time period too. This is you coming out of this time period, and again with this 1111 portal, it's like your guides are opening up this opportunity for you to step into a new place, to step into a connected energy, and to celebrate the wonder of bliss within your community, within your soul tribe. It's absolutely gorgeous energy. And you're right now being asked to perhaps celebrate a gathering of souls too. Celebrate a gathering of your tribe around you, of your family, of your kindred spirits. And this is stability in those relationships, all of those types of relationships. Again, with the Lovers card, it's like you're making the choice to make these beautiful connections, and it's time to kick back and enjoy it. You've been doing a lot of building, a lot of massive shifting here too. And if you've been through a cycle where you've been rapidly expanding and going through awakening energy, this card is marking a transition into a more flowing, peaceful, harmonious energy. And you've reached a new level of consciousness. As an air sign, you've expanded, and it's the perfect time to enjoy this milestone event, to celebrate with the people who love you. And relax and release and allow your body to slowly integrate all of the lessons that you've been working through. And some of them have been difficult, but with these lights here, and all these little windows, it's like so much has been illuminated out of this darkness here. There's so much been illuminated. These beautiful flowers down here too. There's so much optimism and joy that is coming through for you now. And allow yourself to really feel that inside of your body, and get up and dance and turn on the music and see the view from the top, because you've climbed up here through all of these stairs, and each step you've taken, you've learned so much about yourself and expanded your awareness and your consciousness and your gifts. And yeah, it's time to celebrate. It's time to do that with people who understand and who see you and get you, and they will celebrate with you. Absolutely beautiful. And now we have our lovely water signs. So we have the Strength card here, and this card is absolutely beautiful as well. And she's sitting there very peaceful, very calm in her beautiful yellow dress, and she's in this energy of like, she's very restrained. She has this deep inner strength that you can see. And she's maintaining this calm demeanor because she's confident in her ability to keep that lion under control. The lion stands for that inner passion and those desires that can be tamed and subdued with her gentle persuasion, her emotional restraint, her compassion, her empathy. And as water signs, that's something that is one of your strengths. And you're being called to step into that energy and bring that compassion and strength forward, and use those empathic gifts that you have for good, and you're being called to perhaps step into graceful leadership, perhaps be that quiet strength, that beautiful calm, that beautiful influence, that beautiful gifted healer and spiritual person, and engage in that compassionate energy for the greater good. And know that a gentle demeanor will not be mistaken for weakness when you share your gifts of relentless love with the world. Allow this confidence and composure to guide you towards your desires without being excessive. Like with this Mars and Libra, it's like, you don't have to engage in this aggressive, quarreling energy to create harmony and balance within your relationships and within the way that you put yourself out into the world. Mindful awareness is much more useful than that aggressive control. So this card's reminding you to stand strong in your beliefs and desires, but remain steady and bring that beautiful water sign compassion to the situation. You're powerful because you have this beautiful purity of your heart and this empathic connection with the world. And this is going to be a beacon of strength and inspiration and light to bring hope and optimism to those around you. It's absolutely beautiful. So I hope this was helpful for today. Ace of Cups. Yeah, look at this. It's like, again, I feel like everyone with this yellow, again, it's like we're going through this beautiful transformation and opening up to receive love, and to receive love for ourselves, and to engage in loving relationships where we have this Lover's card, and it's the Ace of Cups is here to open up our heart again. Perhaps there's some energy that is, it was difficult. It was difficult. And now it's saying, like, it's okay to become vulnerable again. It's okay to open that heart and make new connections and new friendships, and those seeds of love and hope and those different types of emotions that are new, that are awakening your heart and your joy and giving you that sense of bliss and oneness. And nurture that self-love a little more, and call upon those optimistic and profoundly radiant feelings, and send your heart waves out into the world. And again, it's like that energy of beacons. So there's new adventures and romance and joy, and your capacity of love is expanding. So, get ready to expand and get ready to be excited and get ready to deepen your kinship with all of life around you. Absolutely beautiful. And allow it to transform you, in so many different ways, and to feel that sense of freedom from that as well. Absolutely beautiful. So again, this is gorgeous energy, and I hope that this provided you with a little bit of insight for today. Blessed be.